I am Lenaisha. Today is 10th March 2025 and I am just turning 25. How am I feeling? I'm very excited, honestly, to turn 25 because as an Asian girly, we haven't really gotten the house independence to go ahead and do whatever you want to do. And at 25, where I'm earning my own income, I'm doing my own stuff, I have my own business, I'm running a movement, and I also have a part-time job. That is why not. I am pretty excited finally start my life. I'm pretty excited for this next chapter. I'm pretty excited to know that now, even when everyone knows that okay, she is old enough, like she doesn't need any more words of wisdom, now people listen to me. I've come at an age where I'm respected because of my age, not because of who I am or my personality, but I can finally say what I want to say without feeling like, oh, I'm too young for this, I'm too old for that. I can be myself. Not that I couldn't, but I always thought that and not that there was something holding me back. And if you haven't watched the last video, I talked about how the glass ceiling that we think in our lives, we have this box that we're stuck in is a box that we create of ourselves. So now at 25, I'm so excited to recognize that this box does not exist. I can do whatever I want to do. I can go whenever I want to go. And I'm super excited. I was super excited to become this new version of myself. I'm super excited to just be whoever I want to be, that revolutionary woman that I keep talking about. I am so excited to meet her. But at the same time, duality exists and I feel so much grief. I feel my chest is going to be ripped out, not by me, but by everything else that I'm going through. My partner couldn't be here for my 25th birthday because he is continents away. He is working his own job. And another thing is, I can't go there for his graduation. So there are so many things that are still sort of like a barrier. But at the same time, I realize there is so much more opportunities right outside of this barrier, this wall. Maybe I just have to take a different path. There is so much grief about the fact that I have been so many different versions of myself that I'm leaving behind now. There is so much grief about the fact that 5 years ago, the pandemic started. It was 2020. I somehow blinked and today I'm 25. And the pandemic started 9 days after my 20th birthday. And by the time this video goes up, it will be 5 years to that. There is so much grief and knowing all of us missed out on so many parts of ourselves because of that, and yet we found so many other parts of ourselves during this time. That is what I'm feeling. I'm excited, but I'm grieving. I'm lost and I'm found. I'm running, but I'm here. I'm chasing, but I'm present. I am strong, but I allow myself to break down. I'm fierce and I'm so soft. I am a contradiction, and that's what a beautiful life that is. That's what I'm realizing now that I'm 25. And this is a love letter to that 20-year-old version of me. And next time, on this day, when I make another time capsule video, that will be a love version to me today, sitting here, making this video. One of the biggest lessons was risk it, but do not regret it. Because regret is gonna eat you up alive so deeply and so badly. The risk will be far more fruitier, juicier. And I now go by the motive of doing it for the plot. No, not sabotaging myself, not putting myself at me type my ex. I don't even have one, but because I've been dating this one guy for 7 years now. But I'm not doing things for the plot just to sabotage myself. I'm doing things for the plot so that I have new memories. I am trying new things. I am exploring different versions of myself. I am putting myself out there. I've been featured in newspaper 3 times, and I have been featured in so big, such big magazines. It makes me realize this is it. Every time I've risked something, instead of letting the fear eat me up, every single time it has given me something way more beautiful than I could have ever thought about. Now, something that I thought I would create were a book club or just, some girlfriends that I could hang out with. And now we are a community of 1,500 women. How crazy is that? I could not have done that if I did not risk it, if I did not post about it the first time. And now it's become a movement of its own. Now they inspire one another. That's the kind of life I'm living. That's the kind of respect I want. And that only came because I risked it and I did not regret it. Number 2 is no matter how much you go through, no matter how much pain or heartbreak that you experience in your life, love deeply. It's not because you've gone through a lot and you now have to put conditions. That's the exact thing. Love without conditions. The moment I started doing that, the moment I started expecting less of people while knowing that this is where you meet my standard, you treat me nicely, you meet me often, you matched my values, just like the basic standards. You meet those standards, and after that, I have no expectations. And those standards are so important. They are not expectations. What they are, a mirror to your needs. They're telling you that this is who I am, this is what I want to do, and I am going to do it no matter what. The standards and your expectations are two different levels. Standards could be here, expectations can be here, and the line between them is called detachment. And every single person who's ever made a manifestation video will tell you that, you have to detach. What does it even mean? Have standards, the last expectation, and the line is called detachment. My happiest memories. I think when I accidentally manifested Disneyland trip. So I was sitting on a Tuesday, random summer Tuesday, back in 2016. I'm 16 years old. And I'm thinking, where should I go first when it comes to traveling abroad? And of course, Italy has always been out, so it still is. But I said, that's very far for a 16-year-old. Maybe I'll go to Disneyland. What's the closest Disneyland? And it was Hong Kong. From India, it's the closest one. That happened. That's Tuesday, by the way. Friday comes around. That's 3 days later, Friday. And I'm with my aunt. I'm at my aunt's place after my my school ended. I'm at my aunt's place. And she gets a call from her grandson. And he asked her, do you want to go to Hong Kong Disneyland with me? And mind you, I had just completed my school. So I had graduated and I had good marks, alright? So she's sitting there, answering the call. She's like, yeah, sure, we can go. I'm sitting next to her and she asks me, why don't you come along? That's the funny story part. Next Friday, so Tuesday, I thought about it. Friday, she got the call. Next Friday, we were in Hong Kong. And Saturday is when we went to Disney. Something around that. It was mind-blowing for me. I think I don't remember the trip. Also, the people in Hong Kong are very rude. Extremely rude. And I'm not generalizing, this is just my experience. God, that visceral feeling of I can think it and I can do it. That's what stayed with me in my body. And every single time I'm thinking of, should I risk it? And it works out. And that's one of the happiest memories. Another happy memory was actually my first kiss. We all have like a fantasy of a first kiss. So when mine was happening, I sort of knew in the morning that, I'm going over to his place. We might end up confessing our feelings and maybe kissing. We confess our feelings, suddenly on the edge of the bed, that. We were sitting like that, and then I'm like, okay, maybe I have to go now. So I get up, he gets up. And he gets up, and he just asked me, God, holding my shoulder, like, can I kiss you? Why not? He asked me like that, can I kiss you? And I'm like, shocked, because who asks? And he did. Ladies and gentlemen, he did. And 7 years later, I'm still dating him. But yeah, he asked, and I was like, freaked out. So I hugged him. So tired. I'm freaked up. And the milk, moving out from the hug. I'm like, sure, yes. But yeah, that's what happened. And we kissed, and turns out I'm a good kisser, but he's a better one, unfortunately. Yeah. What is the accidental revelation? The fact. So there was a time when we had broken up because we were 18. I mean, you don't even have brains yet. He was in engineering, a lot of studies, and I was depressed. Yeah. So it did not work out for a while. We were broken up. And at that time, I was like, I think we were broken up for good. You're just not going to last. So I was in dating app. And I realized I'm into girls. So that's an accidental revelation that happened. Never actually ended up going on a date with anyone or even kissing a girl. Why? Like, I'm so confident and like just spontaneous when it comes to men, but like with women, I'm like, you too gorgeous, I cannot speak with you. I think it's a worldwide bi experience, I guess. Yeah, that's what happened. And final thing I would tell my future self until I meet her again in 2026, I would tell her, go travel, go say, choose yourself. Because I was supposed to be going to Italy. Remember the first abroad trip we were talking about? I was supposed to be going to Italy for my 20th birthday, but then I decided I should go for my boyfriend's graduation in the US. So I canceled my Italy trip, but then the thing happened is that US trip also cancelled, and it was too last moment for me to get a visa for Italy. So no matter what stage you are in, no matter how many people you love, choose yourself, go travel for yourself. F around and find out and just explore. Make a lot of videos, create a ton of memories. Even though you will forget them, film them. If you think you're gonna forget it, film it. And there is so much satisfaction in creating without having the need to earn from it. So just create magic, and before you know it, you would have a world full of magic that you gave birth to. That's my message from my future self. Thank you all so much for joining this video, this little part into my wall, and to the future version of me that's watching this video. I love you with all of my heart, and one day I'm gonna meet you where we've always dreamt of meeting, and I'm gonna take those trips we always dreamt of taking. I'm gonna create the life we always dreamt of creating, but I just need some time. Yeah. Thank you so much. This is Lenaisha signing off. Male Forge, born bright.